Columbus, Georgia, this is your City Council. Mayor Teresa Tomlinson. City Manager Isaiah Hughley. Pops Barnes, District 1. Glenn Davis, District 2. Bruce Huff, District 3. Evelyn Turner Pugh, Mayor Pro Tem and District 4. Mike Baker, District 5. Gary Allen, District 6. Mimi Woodson, District 7. Walker Garrett, District 8. Judy Thomas, Post 9 at-large Counselor. Skip Henderson, Post 10 at-large Counselor. Tani Washington, Clerk of Council. And City Attorney Clifton Fay. Columbus, Georgia, this is your City Council.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the November 7th meeting of the Columbus City Council. Tonight is a special proclamation resolution session. We do this once a month so we can celebrate you all and the extraordinary things you're doing in this community. And no doubt we have a full agenda, as you might expect. There are a lot of great things going on in Columbus, Georgia. So thank you for joining us to celebrate one another. And for those watching at home and watching the live stream on the website, we welcome you as well. We want to go ahead and get started, as we do every time we come together. And welcome to the podium Reverend Brett Maddox, who's with St. Luke United Methodist Church, who's going to get us started with an invocation, a prayer, in his faith tradition. Good evening.
Good evening. Mayor and councilors, it's good to be here this evening. Let us pray. Father, we are so grateful to be in this place. We're grateful for our city. We're grateful for what you are doing in this city. Lord, we ask that you would continue to guide us as citizens, that you would continue to guide this council and the mayor, that, Lord, we would all work together for the betterment of our community, that we would put others before ourselves, and that, Lord, we would walk humbly with you. Thank you, Lord, for Columbus and for what she means to us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Reverend Maddox, and thank you so much for what you and St. Luke do for this community. That's my home church, Councilor Thomas's home church too, so it's always good to have you here. Thank you. Let's see, we're going to have some real experienced helpers for the Pledge of Allegiance today. They are fired up and ready to go, so we're going to ask the Allen Elementary School pledgers to come forward, if you will. And as they assemble, if you all would stand and prepare for them to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Excellent. Let's give them a round of applause. All right. Well, thank you so much. That was a great job. We want to have you introduce yourselves. If you would, tell us your name and how old you are.
I'm Kelsey Lance Kennan III. I'm 10, and I'm in the Allen Elementary Beta Club.
All right.
I'm Audrey Bergme, and I'm 10, and I'm in the Allen Elementary Beta Club.
My name is William James Carroll, and I am in the Allen Elementary Beta Club.
Oh, how old are you?
And I'm 10 years old.
Okay.
My name is Megan Zoe Cook. I'm 11, and I'm in the Allen Elementary Beta Club. My name's Maggie Elizabeth Ivy. I'm 11, and I'm in the Allen Elementary Beta Club.
My name is Aaliyah Danae Cobb. I'm 11, and I'm in the Allen Elementary Beta Club.
Wonderful. That's so great. We want to have your principal. And your academic counselor and other representatives come forward and introduce themselves as well.
Good evening. I'm Felicia Thompson, the proud principal at Allen Elementary. Thank you for giving our scholars this opportunity to do the pledge for you tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm Lauren Gasser. I'm their academic coach.
And I'm Rose Johnson, and I am their 5th grade language arts reading writing teacher.
Wonderful.
Thank you for having
We have
us.
some exceptional students here.
Thank
How
you.
great. We want to recognize any parents or friends, supporters of Allen Elementary School kids here today. Just stand up and let us say hello. Thank you. All right, guys, thank you so much, and hope you'll come back and help us out again real soon. Okay, well, as I said, we've got a full list of folks doing extraordinary things in the community, and we want to start off with Councilor Bruce Huff, who's going to be reading a proclamation in honor of Lila Starr.
Lila.
And so I will not be able to turn on your
Okay.
microphone this
Okay.
evening because the system's down. So if you guys just hit your button, it'll come right on. So
Okay.
Councilor Huff.
Okay.
Oh, we want to ask the Starr family
Yeah,
to come
Mrs.
forward as well.
Lila Starr and family and friends. Yeah, all the friends, family, everybody.
Yeah, come on up.
As they all are coming up to Mrs. Starr, I don't get nervous about a lot of things. I'm a little nervous tonight. I want everybody to know Mrs. Starr has been with me forever. She's known me since I was born. She knew my father, Mr. Charles E. Huff Sr., probably before he married my mother, I guess, and Mrs. Melinda H. Huff. And we've all been friends and supporters of each other over the years. And it's a real honor for me to be able to do this today, along with Ms. Sharon Bond and others that have pushed. Ms. Bond, I know, have been at you now for 8 or 9 months trying to get this done. Mrs. Starr is a very humble servant of our community, and at no time did she wish to have this done. She likes to do what she does in the background at all times. So today we're here to honor you and say thank you for your years of service in this city and all that you've meant to Columbus, Georgia. The proclamation reads, whereas Mrs. Lila Mae Starr was born in Harris County, Georgia, to the parents of Freeman Goodwin and Mary Lou Jones, and whereas Mrs. Starr gave birth to a son, Leonard Goodwin Jr., Sr., 2 daughters, Sarah Porter and Carolyn Ross, and a number of grandchildren, great-grandchildren. Whereas Mrs. Starr is a member of Nazareth Baptist Church and has received numerous awards for her countless civic duties she has done in her community, for her community. Whereas Mrs. Starr worked at Seminole Diner and Coffee Depot for Mr. Hatterfield before accomplishing her childhood dream of opening her very own cafe called the Royal Cafe on August 12, 1964. And whereas Mrs. Starr has served many citizens throughout the years and has continued to successfully maintain many regular customers coming into her business 3 to 4 times a week. Whereas Mrs. Starr has served our community for over 53 years and represents the ideal proof that good home cooking and American cuisine will never go out of style. And whereas Mrs. Starr has expanded the Royal Cafe twice since her opening, which is located at 600 11th Street in Columbus, Georgia, and is open Monday through Friday, and now Sundays for lunch after church. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, November 7th, 2017 as Lila Starr Day.
Yes, ma'am. I thank the mayor and the council and all who was a part of this. And I'm really glad of it and enjoy it.
Well, we're so very glad to have you. We are so blessed to have you in this community. If you have not eaten at the Royal Cafe, you're missing it, I tell you what. So it is the place to be for good eating. I know we've got several counselors want to say a few words. Counselor Barnes?
Ms. Starr, you do not realize how much you are idolized by the lady that's standing to your right. Sharon Bunn Pops, we need you a proclamation for Ms. Starr. And she told me how intimately you're associated with the many customers that come, and how when you recognized that she was ill, didn't have an appetite, but you insisted on her just slurping broth. And she put that down as the one reason why she gained her strength. And so you're a marvelous lady, a very open and kind and caring heart. And I'm so glad that you received this proclamation today.
Thank you. Mrs. Barnes, I've been trading with them. They had the store for many, many years, and they always came in, and it was so nice. I always go down there and buy furniture stuff for my children or for somebody. And they were so nice. And this is my daughter, Carolyn, best friend, Dr. Wright. I think I might leave off somebody because I'm young. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Come on, Miss Barnes.
I'm Sharon Bunn. This is my husband, Gene Bunn. My sister's back here is Carol Henderson.
And that's Miss Sullivan, my aunt, and her son, and William Bonker. And this is my great-grandbaby.
Goya Stroller.
Back there, Lori Wright, Gloria Strode, best friend Hub over here. Oh, and this is my daughter-in-law, Jackie Goodwin. Jackie Goodwin. And this is every day customer. I visit every day. Yeah. And these are my great-grandchildren back here. Keith ain't got here yet. He's a little handicapped, so he might come, he might not.
Oh, that's so great.
So, ma'am.
Sharon, did you want to say a word and then?
Yes, ma'am. I want to thank you, Madam Mayor, city councilors, for this proclamation for her. It's been a long time happening, but we got it done. It took a lot of tears for me to prove to her that I wanted her to have this because she deserved it. I would have been dead today. I would not be a little elf this Christmas or last Christmas if it hadn't been Miss Starr bringing that, walking real slowly out there, bringing that broth out. Then Carolyn, bless her heart, she started bringing it on the tray and giving it to Sean to bring to me. So I want to thank you from the customers, of all the customers that go every day like we do 4 or 5 times a week, and people that go once a month. We all love her, and she is a wonderful person. And thank y'all so much for this proclamation.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem wants to say a few words.
Hello, Mrs. Starr. I just want to say thank you for all the years you fed me since 1969. The food was good then, and it still is.
Absolute truth. Ms. Starr, why don't you come around and let us shake your hand and present you with this proclamation. Let's give her another round of applause for that. my goodness gracious, yeah. All right, well, we've got a lot of folks here tonight that from the Parks and Rec Association. They're actually holding the Georgia annual Georgia Recreation and Parks Association annual conference in Columbus. So we've got the Trade Center filled up with people from around the state of Georgia, and we have some special awards that have been announced today, and we want to recognize some of those recipients. So we're going to turn it over to the Mayor Pro Tem and first ask Chris Bass with GPRP to come forward for Achievement Day. Chris Bass. Yep, CPRs. All right, Mayor Pro Tem. Hey, Chris.
Hello. Whereas the Columbus Parks and Recreation Community Schools Supervisor, Chris Bass, has achieved the Certified Park and Recreation Professional certification from the National Recreation and Parks Association. And whereas NRPA was founded in 1965, it is a leading advocacy organization dedicated to the advancement of public parks and recreation opportunities. Whereas NRPA certification program is governed by the National Certification Board, and NRPA's Certified Park and Recreation Professional certification is one of the most sought-after certifications in the parks and recreation profession. And whereas the CPRP is granted to individuals employed in the recreation, park resources, and leisure services professions who meet the highest standards of performance. And whereas CPRP certification criteria includes bachelor's degree in recreation, park resources, or leisure services, minimum of 3 years full-time experience in the field, an extensive 150-question written examination of subjects including finance, human resources, programming and operations, and certification maintenance includes recertifying every 2 years by obtaining 2.0 continuing education units. Whereas Chris is now one of 3 certified parks and recreation professionals in the Columbus Parks and Recreation Department, and achieving CPRP certification provides proof of Chris Bass' ability to meet or exceed national standards and demonstrates a new level of commitment to the parks and recreation field. Whereas the mayor and council extend deepest congratulations to Chris on this occasion of this major professional accomplishment. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Thomas, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, hereby proclaim Tuesday, November the 7th, 2017, as Chris Bass CPRP Achievement Day. Congratulations, Chris.
Chris, congratulations. Please say a few words.
Thank you so much. I'd just like to thank our mayor and council, our city manager and deputy city managers for recognizing me on this platform. This is a major accomplishment for myself, but I didn't do it alone. This is a big deal in the Parks and Recreation field, and without the help of my co-workers and our assistant director, Ms. Becky Gleason, and our director, Ms. Holly Browder, and constant encouragement, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I just thank them for that.
Well, thank you. I think we have Councilor Woodson like to say a few words.
Chris, I'm very, very proud of you. You've come a long way. Chris used to work for me many, many years ago. He was a young fella back then, and sometimes I had to pull his little ear to get his attention. So for me, it's such a great honor to see you, your accomplishments, and to be recognized today this way. So keep it up. Keep the faith, keep the hard work, and let me tell you, we're all proud of you very much.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Chris, come on around. Oh, I'm sorry, we've got Councilor Huff.
Congratulations, Chris. For all of you that don't know, Chris used to be one of my baseball coaches in Little League Baseball at Shirley Winston Park. And he worked very hard with the kids then. He always had a dream of being into the Parks and Rec system. And he tried to rush it along a little bit. He wanted his own center years ago. But you worked up very well, and we're very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Chris, come on around, let's shake your hand and get you this proclamation. Congratulations. Good young man. All right, next we're going to call up the Columbus Regional Tennis Association, otherwise known as CORDA. All representatives, Judy Pierce and any others that may be here. Ask you all to come forward, please, to the podium. And Councilor Woodson's going to read a proclamation.
Good evening. Whereas Columbus Regional Tennis Association, CODA, is a nonprofit community tennis association located at the Cooper Creek Tennis Center and currently has over 2,300 members. And whereas CODA is dedicated to the promotion of development, growth, and support of tennis in our region. Whereas the United States Tennis Association, USTA, annually acknowledges local tennis organizations and individuals that are actively involved in their community throughout various leagues, events, activities to promote tennis as a community-building sport. And whereas CODA has received the 2017 USTA Community Tennis Association of the Year Award, recognizing their dedication, hard work towards developing and maintaining outstanding tennis programs within the Columbus community and striving not only to promote tennis, but also to create an atmosphere in which community members can come together in fun and safe environment. Whereas in addition to the CTA of the Year Recognition Award, Deborah Cartwell, CODA Junior Program Director, has received the Janet Lauren Junior Team Tennis Organization of the Year Award, annually presented to an individual who delivers USTA junior team tennis to their community and embodies the true meaning of having a positive impact on children. And whereas CODA strives not only to promote tennis as a means to a healthy lifestyle, but also hope that the love and passion of the sport will positively improve both the individual and the community as a whole. Whereas Columbus, Georgia is proud to have such a great partner in CODA. Now therefore, I, Teresa Pipe Thomason, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, November 7, 2017 as Columbus Regional Tennis Association, known as CODA Day.
Right.
Mayor, I also like to say a few words in behalf of the Tri-City Latino Festival. Thank you. Every year, CODA comes out and sets up a tennis court to teach young people how to play tennis and how to get involved in the sports. Every year I say I'm going to go play, but I'm running around and I never get a chance to do it. But this is a great opportunity for me in behalf of the Tri-City community because everybody attends to it. Thank you. We look forward to it. The community looks forward to it. The calls we get is the tennis people going to be there? They're going to be there? So I just want to say you are impacting our community and we truly appreciate it. And congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you. All right. Judy, do you all want to say a few words?
Well,
And introduce some folks?
I would like to say that really that our association, it's not just, I know my name was on this initially, but it's a lot of these people standing behind me, our board and staff, and so I want to thank them for all they do. And this is our president, so she may have a few words that she'd like to say. It's Laura Nysom.
Well, yes, thank you so much for this proclamation. Tennis has been, it's been a big year for tennis in our community. It really has been an exciting year, and we couldn't have done all that we've done without the partnerships that we have with the city and then also with Columbus State University. So thank you for all that you do. And if you don't play tennis, we do invite you to come. We have something for every age and ability. So we'd love to see you out there. Thank you.
Awesome, great. Would you all like to step forward and just introduce yourself, say hello, and what your connection is to Corda?
Not everybody heard yet?
I'm Sarah Dismuke, and I'm a member of Corda's board and a longtime tennis player.
I'm Linda Gordon. I'm a member of the board, and I also volunteer in the Corda office.
Sissy Sanders, and I do adult programs and tournaments.
Michelle Fuller, I serve on the Corda board.
Cindy Williams, I do beginner programs.
Sarah Riddick, and I serve on the Corda board.
Hello all, I'm Bernard Francis. I'm a member of the Corda board.
And I'm Charlie Clippinger, and I'm involved in adult leagues.
All right. Well, again, thank you all. We have had some tremendous partnerships together. It was amazing to see that center open. It's something really to be very proud of, and thank you all for your vision of how we can work together and do such big things. So come on around and let us shake your hand, and everybody, let's give them another round of congratulations. Congratulations, you guys. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. Yeah. So great. Thank you all for all you do. It's amazing. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for all you do. You bet. Oh, I know. Isn't that amazing? It really is. All right. Next we have the Georgia Recreation and Parks Association Honors Day. So we want to call forward Holly Browdert, our Director of the Parks and Recreation Department within our city, and Becky Glisson, and anyone else that would like to come forward. And we have Councilor Bruce Huff to present the proclamation. Oh, yes, that's right. I'm sorry. Councilor Judy Thomas.
There's a long list of names on here, so there should be a whole lot of people coming up. So it's a privilege to read this into the record, this proclamation. Whereas Georgia Recreation and Parks Association District 3 is made up of 7 counties across the state of Georgia, and GRPA 3rd District Awards recognize and honor individuals and agencies that have made significant contributions to the field of recreation and parks in the district. And whereas these awards are presented annually at the 3rd District Awards Banquet, which this year was held in Columbus, Georgia, and whereas Matt and Jennifer Brown, are you here?
No, they're not.
Okay. Matt and Jennifer Brown of Columbus, Georgia, received the Volunteer Award for their contributions to the Therapeutic Division of Columbus Parks and Recreation. And whereas Columbus Regional Tennis Association, CORDA, was awarded the Special Recognition Award honoring individuals who have made continued and or lasting contributions to the profession of parks and recreation. There's our CORDA. Whereas Columbus Parks and Recreation Therapeutic Section received the 2017 Innovative Program Special Event Award for their Night of Champions Columbus Special Olympics gals. Anyone here from that group? Great. Whereas Columbus Parks and Recreation After-School Program won the 2017 Innovative Camp Award for their Cooks in Training program that taught approximately 300 children in the program how to cook. Any of the cooks here? Good. Whereas Janet Langen, Recreation Program Specialist, won the Administrative Support Award, honoring individuals whose efforts have a lasting effect on the day-to-day operations of their department. And whereas Tommy Gross, Park Services Athletic Division Manager, received the W.L. Edwards Athletic Award, which honors excellence in athletic programming. And whereas Columbus Parks and Recreation won the District Agency of the Year Award for their population, which honors exemplary agencies within the Parks and Recreation field. And whereas Becky Glisson received the Jim Buck Goff Distinguished Professional Award, which recognizes individuals who have made outstanding and lasting contributions to leisure services. And whereas Franessa
She's not here.
Salter received the Broccoli Brock Lifetime Achievement Award, which recognizes lifelong professionalism, leadership, and integrity of a GRPA 3rd District member. And whereas Becky Glisson was elected as District 3 Commissioner-elect, and Chris Bass was elected as District 3 Secretary-Treasurer, and will both work together to spearhead all efforts to promote continued progress throughout District 3. Now, therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, does hereby proclaim Tuesday, November 7th, 2017, as Georgia Recreation and Parks Association Honors Day. Congratulations, guys. Great job.
You can see Holly over there trying to see who's got the short straw to do the 5-minute speech.
No, we think Judy was trying to sneak away on us, and we didn't want her to. We wanted to make sure she stayed with us because court is such an integral part of our programming that we're offering for tennis and at Cooper Creek, and we wanted to make sure that they were certainly recognized. And throughout our district and also on a state level, that's our opportunity to show the shining projects, the people, and the organizations that we partner with. And so certainly, Corda is exemplary in that area, and so we always like to make sure we can recognize those folks. Not only those kind of folks, but obviously our staff from our department as well. And it just goes to show that we have great folks here in Columbus that continue to do great things. And we're just very excited. And without giving much of a spoiler, and you can't tell because we talked last night, we'll be back next month. So a little bit of a teaser. But this was our representation of our district level. And as the mayor said, we are hosting our state conference this week. And so we did pick up some awards this morning, and we'll also get some more tomorrow night at another banquet. And so we'll be happy to come back and share those next month. But just a little teaser, we won't share what those are just yet. But thank you all, we greatly appreciate it.
Councilor Huff?
I just want to say congratulations again to all of you. Parks and Rec, you all do a great job. I am very fortunate in the fact that I just kind of stumble into things sometimes and ask a few of the right questions. So they invited me out last night, and they were hosting down at the river last night, and just a grand affair that I went from table to table just to meet people and talk to people and ask them, you know, how are you enjoying yourself? Is everything going well? If you need anything, you know, give them a call. They're like, you know, it's 4 people in competition for this. And we come to Columbus probably every 3 years, so they're looking forward to coming back. I mean, they were having the time of their life last night. And like I told Holly last night and Becky, I have yet to see the little, what's the game where you throw the beanbags?
Oh. Cornhole.
Yeah, they had theirs with the LED lights on it so they could play in the dark last night. And I was just fascinated. But everybody had a wonderful time last night. They stayed out. I think they had, what, a 3K, 5K run? And they played golf yesterday, and they came back in last night, and they were out at the river last night till about 11 o'clock. They had a ball. So thank you all for all you do, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. And was there anyone that did not get introduced in the proclamation that we need to say hello to? Diane? No? All right.
They say no.
Okay.
If I could
Nobody
add,
wants to give
if I
that
could add
speech. Yes,
one more
we've got Counselor
congratulatory
Henderson.
comment to him. I just want to point out that Parks and Rec, it touches so many people in the community, and it's one of the largest departments in the city government. And what that means, unfortunately, is when we hit austere times and budget cuts are made, the only way there's a significant difference made is when it goes to a larger agency. And I got to tell you, between Public Works and Parks and Rec, they take those cuts, and somehow or another, they end up producing more. They do a better and better job every year, and it's awesome people in that department. And I just want to tell y'all how much we appreciate it. I know the people of Columbus do, so thank you.
Thank you.
Counselor Barnes?
Councilor Henderson said it all. I've worked with a number of you, and I can't say how much I appreciate each and every one of you for the hard work that you do. And as everyone knows, it's one of the, you provide the amenities for the city, and it's just a joy. As Councilor Henderson was saying, oftentimes we don't have the funding that we'd like to give you, but you all always step up to the plate and you work hard. And on the standpoint from the citizens, we just thank you so much. And every honor that you all get, you've worked hard for.
Counselor Woodson?
Holly, I just want to congratulate you so personally because you just went into that position and went rocking and rolling, and your team seen the great leader you were. They follow you, and you're leading by example. And I appreciate you because I've seen you at work. It doesn't matter. You're there picking up trash as your employees are, as putting up, staying day and night. So thank you for what you do. I know that your team makes who you are, but the leader encourages the team to be who they are and be the best they can be. And you have done an outstanding job. You've made the city very proud. And thank you for all you do and the sacrifices that you do for your family to be here and to give to our community a better quality of life. You too, Becky. Thank you.
So true, you guys are first rate. Thank you for everything you do. Come around and let us shake your hand and get you this proclamation.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's give them another round of applause. Tommy, thank you for all you do. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you've got this great program. Hey, you bet. Okay, all right, here we go.
Y'all ready? Okay.
All right.
I'm your picture first.
Congratulations again.
Oh, okay, I just thought about it.
All right, well, don't you get comfortable, Parks and Rec. You got one more award. So we've got the NAC Pro and the NACO.
NAC Pro.
NACO.
And NAC Pro.
NAC Pro and NACO.
Okay, we got it. All right, we're going to have the Mayor Pro Tem.
Where's,
They're never this shy, you have to know. They're never this shy.
Whereas the National Association of County Park and Recreation Officials, NACPRO, is a nonprofit professional organization that advances official policies that promote county and regional park and recreation issues while providing members with opportunities to network, exchange ideas and best practices, and enhance professional development. And whereas the annual NACPRO Awards Banquet recognizes and honors excellence in parks and recreation at the county, regional, special district level throughout the nation. And whereas Columbus Parks and Recreation Therapeutic Section won the program award for their Fishing with a Friend program, which recognizes an agency that has provided a unique or exceptional program, activity, or event, providing an outstanding example that other agencies could adopt or emulate. And whereas the National Association of Counties, NACO, unites America's 3,069 county governments and brings county officials together to advocate with a collective voice on national policy, exchange ideas, and build new leadership skills, pursue transformational county solutions, enrich the public's understanding of county government, and exercise exemplary leadership in public service. And whereas for 48 years, NACO has recognized innovative programs in county government through the Achievement Awards Program, an excellent opportunity for counties to promote successes and share best practices. And whereas NACO awarded the Columbus Parks and Recreation Department a 2017 Achievement Award for its program titled Little Free Library Program in the category of Parks and Recreation. Whereas NACO also awarded the Columbus Parks and Recreation Department a 2017 Achievement Award for its program titled Boys to Young Men in the category of Parks and Recreation. And therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, hereby proclaim Tuesday, November 7th, 2017, as NACPRO and NACO Awards Day.
All right. Hollis?
Just thank you. We appreciate the opportunity to come before you guys. It's a big deal for these programs that we offer, not only for the community and for the citizens, but to show that our programs stack up against anybody else in the country, because these are national awards that go against other counties and states across the country. So we just want everybody to know that what we offer is pretty good, and it's better than pretty good. It's just as good as anybody else in the country, and we care about our citizens and what we offer. And so we just want to say thank you again. We appreciate it.
So true. You have a lot to be proud of. Your peers certainly respect this department a great deal. So come on around and let us shake your hand. Let's give them another round of applause. All right, 3 feet, yep. All right, good. See you again. All right, I'm gonna wear you out shaking your hand. All right. Yeah. All right. Again, thank you so much. Oh, here you go, you bet.
Camera person. Oh, maybe you should have came all the way behind.
All right, next we have, and we want to thank you all for your patience. We're moving on down that list, though, and soon we're going to be recognizing you for all your hard work. But we want to call up our third quarter peer award winners, Christina Acosta, Corey Jones, Yul Fleshman, Harold Lopez, and Margaret Gallops. If you all would come forward, please. We're going to have the Mayor Pro Tem read a special proclamation for these outstanding employees.
Let him come up.
Yeah.
Let him come up. He can come up. He wanted to come up. The little boy.
Might take over.
Yeah, right.
The proclamations read the same, but the names are going to be Christina Acosta, Superior Court, and if you're here, raise your hand. Christina?
Christina? Yes, okay, there we go.
Corey Jones, HR. Yule Fleshman, Muskogee County Prison. He's not here. Harold Lopez, Public Works. And Margaret Gallup, Finance. And the proclamation reads, whereas the employees of the Columbus Consolidated Government are its most valuable and important assets. And whereas it is important to recognize the various achievement of employees, including the Peer Award. And whereas the Promoting Employee Excellence through Recognition Award recognizes employees who make constant contributions to the organization through outstanding job performance, who set an example of outstanding quality management, teamwork, and/or customer service, and who significantly enhance the work environment by contributing to the personal well-being of coworkers and of their families. And I've already called their names and their departments, and they have all been selected recipients of the third quarter of 2017. And whereas all citizens of Columbus, Georgia, and employees of Columbus Consolidated Government are urged to recognize and appreciate contributions made to the public good by these outstanding employees. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Thomas, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, hereby proclaims Tuesday, November 7, 2017, as each one of your days shared together in Columbus, Georgia.
All right. Please, if you all would, introduce yourselves and just say a few words.
Good evening. I'm Margaret Gallup. I work in the Finance Department, Purchasing Division for Andrea McCorvey. And I would just like to thank my coworkers who nominated me for this position. We all are a team. We work as a team, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Good evening. First of all, I would like to thank my supervisor and my coworker, Ashley, who nominated me. And I would like to thank my boss, Ann Hardiman, for getting us involved in this whole process. And I really don't think I would be here if it had not been for the supervisor that I have and the coworkers that I have. So I thank them, and I thank Pearlie.
Al Lopez, I work at Public Works, and mahalo nui loa, thank you very much. Aloha ke akua, God is love, and mahalo, thank you.
I'm Corey Jones with HR. I'd like to give a thanks out to our department because of their professionalism. It raised mine up a little bit more. I'd like to thank Iris Jessen just a little bit more than everybody else because she pushed me further than most anybody could. So I appreciate her. And thank y'all.
Thank you all. Come on around, let's shake your hand. All right, there we go. There you go, you bet. Let's see, we've got Yule. Yeah, all right. Y'all, all right. And we've got Corey. All right, so good to see you. Thank you for all your hard work. I've got it right here. Yeah, it's right here. Huh? What? Huh, I don't know. Anyway, who knows? But wait, they're next. All right. And we've got the individual excellence award. We want Matthew Dolan to come up, please, with Public Works. Hey, Matthew, and we've got the Mayor Pro Tem's going to read this proclamation.
Good evening. Whereas the employees of the Columbus Consolidated Government are its most valuable assets, and whereas it is important to recognize the various achievement of the employees, and whereas the Individual Excellence Award is the highest form of recognition that can be given to an employee of the Columbus Consolidated Government, and whereas the Individual Excellence Award recognizes employees who make consistent contributions to the organization through outstanding job performance, as viewed by supervisors and managers, and who set an example of outstanding quality management, teamwork, and customer service. And whereas Matthew Dolan, an employee of the Planning Department, has been selected as the recipient for the third quarter of 2017. And whereas all citizens of Columbus, Georgia, and employees of the government are urged to recognize and appreciate the contributions made to the public good by Matthew. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, proclaimed Tuesday, November 7, 2017 as Matthew Dolan's Day.
All right. Well, Matthew, congratulations. This is really something else, an extraordinary award. We'd love to have you say a few things, and we want to hear Pat brag on you too, so please.
I just wanted to say I'm truly appreciative for the opportunity to come work here every day. I look forward to the challenges of tomorrow and continuing to serve Columbus, Georgia. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Pat, you want to brag on him?
I absolutely do. All of us in the city struggle with succession planning, and I can tell you, in the landfill arena, I've got two very, very talented young people who will be able to steer us in the right direction for a very, very long time. And Matthew is one of those, and he does a magnificent job for us.
Wow, thank you. High praise indeed. Matthew, again, congratulations. Thank you for what you do for the citizens of Columbus. And come around and let us shake your hand. Yeah, right. I know, he doesn't like that attention. All right, well, next, we've got some champions in the house. And so we want to call forward the Northside High School softball team. And Coach Jenkins. Woo-hoo-hoo! They're out there showing them how to do it. And we've got Counselor Huff is going to present this proclamation.
Congratulations to you all. Come on around. You got a lot of support. To the ladies, before I start, congratulations.
Thank you.
A lot of us understand from competing when we were coming along what it takes to get there. But I was the person with y'all last year that threw out the first pitch to get started the tournament. So I know how hard you worked last year to get to the finals, and you were a little disappointed. So when you came back this year, I was pulling for you. And y'all got to that final game and you pulled it off. So now you're champions, and you know your work paid off, and congratulations to you. You're champions.
Thank you. Thank you.
The proclamation reads, whereas the Georgia Fast Pitch Softball 4A State Championships is a statewide competition and was held from October 26th through the 28th at South Commons Softball Complex, Columbus, Georgia. And whereas for the first time in the school's history, the Northside High School softball team won the 2017 4A Fast Pitch Softball State Championship. And whereas Northside High School softball team won the Fast Pitch Softball Regional Championship on October 6, 2017, for the third year in a row, with a spectacular season-ending record of 34 wins to only 3 losses. And whereas the hard work and dedication of the Northside High School softball team, consisting of, and you all help me with this, so I'm going to see how well I do, Hannah George, raise your hand, okay. Sierra Jesus, Gabby Appiag, did I get that right?
Yes.
Did I get it right?
That was right. Good.
Oh. Yes. Kennedy Bedell, Caitlin Carson, Jada Chadwick, Sammy Cotton, Emily Holmes, Mary Beth Cahalan, is that right?
Oh, you're doing good, dog.
Ireland Kavanaugh, Riley Ingram, Rayleigh Weaver, Carly Fuller, Jocelyn Lar, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Skylar Moore, and led by head coach Brandon Jenkins, assistant coaches Casey Dow, is it Shara Rouse? And Keisha Wilson, are deserving of special recognition for their outstanding achievement. Now therefore, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, November 7, 2017, as Northside High School Softball Day.
All right.
Coach, ladies, you want to say a few words?
You can go first.
We got to be careful when you say that. I just want to say thank you, Mayor Tomlinson, and thank you, Council, for having us and recognizing us. Means a lot to the girls, and more importantly, means a lot to Northside High School. These girls, they've worked their tails off for the past 12 months to get back to the state championship, and I think a lot of times people don't realize how hard it is to win a high school state championship. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. And these girls are not only great softball players, they're great students. And, you know, they've taken care of business on the softball field and in the classroom. So I love every one of them. They're a great group of girls, best girls I've ever coached. Very proud of them. And I'm going to let my 2 seniors say a couple of words.
All right.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hannah George. Thank you for making it softball day. It means a lot to us, and we are greatly appreciative of it. Thank you for recognizing our hard work and dedication. Thank you again.
My name is Sierra, and I just want to say thank you for giving us this opportunity, and I really appreciate it. So, thank you.
We're so very proud of you, Councilor Huff.
I have one last question. Where's my name person? Where is she? To help me with the names. What's your name? Ireland. Thank you so very much. She gave me a crash course in the back in about 2 minutes. Thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Yes, Councilor Allen? Yeah.
Mayor, I would like to say that I went to high school with a guy named Murphy Jenkins, and that was Brandon Jenkins' dad.
Yeah.
He was a very competitive basketball coach in Columbus, Georgia, and I know somebody that's looking down right now from heaven is very proud of you, young man, and I am too. Okay, very good. Congratulations.
Mayor? If I- Coach, did you say that there are only 2 seniors on this team?
Yes, ma'am. We're losing
So-
2 great seniors. I've got 13 good ones coming back.
So do we think we'll probably see you guys again this time next year?
Yeah, well,
Good enough. Thank you.
Y'all come on
Just,
around
Mayor,
and let us
very
know.
quickly, I just wanted to also say to Brandon, my daughter played a little bit of softball through Little League, travel ball, and at Columbus High, don't boo, played for your dad. And so I just want to second what Councilor Allen said. And I also recognize from watching her and tagging along, I got to recognize these parents, because the parents put in as much sweat blood and tears as the girls do. So congratulations to all of y'all.
Awesome. Ladies, come on around and let us shake your hand. Let's give them another round of applause, folks. Making Columbus proud. Next, we want to call forward Pat Beegler, Drell Short, and Katrina Pearson, the Columbus Animal Care and Control Center, for a special proclamation. We also have Michael Jordan and an APW representative, and Councilor Mimi Woodson is going to read this special proclamation.
Good evening. Are we missing anyone? Everyone here? Okay. Whereas the Columbus Animal Care and Control Center, a division within Public Works Department, staff tirelessly work to improve the lives of animals in Columbus, Georgia, and work to consistently improve the lives release rate for the Columbus Animal Care and Control Center. Whereas the Animal Care and Control Center Community CAT TNR program was submitted to the Georgia State of American Public Work Association Award Program. Because this program was successful in reducing the ITIAN rate from 30% in 2014 to the current rate of 18% in the rate, which equals to the lives released from rate of 82% for this shelter alone. Whereas the Columbus chapter of the American Public Works Association on July 20, 2017 selected Columbus Animal Care and Control Community CAT TNR program as the 2017 Community Involvement Award winner for the state of Georgia. In recognition of this outstanding achievement, and whereas the Animal Care and Control Center Community CAT TNR program significantly contribute to the drop in ITIAN's rate from nearly 80% in 2010 to less than 10% in 2017. Whereas the citizens of Columbus, Georgia, and the Columbus Consolidated Government employees joined the Georgia chapter of the American Public Works Association in congratulating Columbus Animal Care and Control for this statewide recognition and a job well done. Now, therefore, I, Teresa Pipe Thomas, and Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, November the 7th, 2017 as Columbus Animal Care and Control Day.
You all want to say a few words, please?
Yeah, my name is Michael Jordan. I work as the assistant manager for the right-of-way division. I'm also on the executive board for APWA as the District 3 director and the awards chair. So being on the awards committee, I know there's a lot of competition for these awards all over the state. And this is our third annual award ceremony. Columbus has won awards every year, including a national award for APWA. So there are a lot of good things going on in the Public Works Department. Ms. Beegler has done an excellent job leading us, and it just continues to grow every year. So we appreciate y'all recognizing them this council meeting.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Katrina Pearson, the interim division manager.
This program, the TNR, was a huge task, but very successful, and we'd just like to thank you.
Pat?
I don't think I need to say a whole lot. This program has contributed pretty significantly to the improvement we've seen over the last 5-6 years. It's been amazing. We do amazing. And that's due in whole to a group of people who are very, very committed to improving our euthanization rate and improving our live release rate. And they have done a fantastic job. So I'm very glad to see them receive this recognition for what they have done statewide.
Well, you guys have done an amazing job. You do amazing, as they say. And sometimes that has not been easy. And I just want to thank you for your courage and your leadership to do the right thing and to pursue those best practices here in Columbus for the benefit of the citizens. So thank you, and come around and let us congratulate you and get you this proclamation. All right, and we've got yet another award. We want to call forward, again, Pat Biegler, Anne Marie Amel, and Michelle Brown, Antonio Tucker, Nick Kelly, Michael Jordan, and our APWA representative. And we're going to have the Mayor Pro Tem at this time present a special proclamation.
Whereas Columbus, Georgia's Department of Public Works staff developed and implemented what is called today the Workplace Athlete event, Workplace Athlete event to address education for proper safety techniques, proper body mechanics, to reduce on-the-job injuries, promote team building, as well as overall good health. And whereas the Workplace Athlete event was composed of a total of 16 six-member teams and was judged by volunteers with the goal of completing the following courses correctly and timely. And whereas all 16 teams completed all 16 of these physical courses, and whereas the Workplace Athlete Program was the first in the state, and because of its diversity, it has been adopted by other public works departments. And whereas the Georgia State American Public Works Association Awards Program recognized and selected the Workplace Athlete Program as the 2017 Diversity Exemplary Practices Award winner for the state of Georgia in recognition of its outstanding achievement. And whereas the citizens of Columbus, Georgia, and the Columbus Consolidated Government employees join the Georgia chapter of the American Public Works Association in congratulating Columbus, Georgia Department of Public Works for this statewide recognition and a job well done.
All right.
Thank you again. As an assistant manager with Public Works in Columbus, I can tell you the employees enjoy this day tremendously. Not only do they have fun, but the events that they came up with truly do kind of teach our employees how to do things the safe way and do them correctly, along with giving them some fun activities and competition. So they've done an excellent job. From my understanding, it was an idea that Pat and Anne-Marie had to come up with these different events, and they gave the ball to Michelle and Nick Kelly with the street division, and they just ran with it. And they have done an excellent job the last 2 years with this event. And I know it's just going to grow and continue to grow and do better and promote safety and fun and camaraderie throughout the Public Works Department. So thanks.
Pat, do you want to say?
Let me say this, an idea is just an idea unless you have some people who will work with you and make it happen. And the idea was a good one, but the crew who brought it together was Michelle Mang and Nick Kelly and all of the streets crew. We have had 2 of these events, and I have to tell you what sold me on it as being just an absolutely great thing was the very first year we did this, we explained to the whole 150 people that this was about form and proper procedures. It was not about speed or strength. And then we announced that we were going to do remedial training on proper lifting. And for the first time ever, I had about 100 guys lined up to take lifting training, not only voluntarily, but they paid close attention because they wanted to win. And that competitive spirit has really, really made a difference in our organization in terms of their attention to doing things in a way that doesn't harm them or anybody else around them. So I think very, very proud of this, and I'm very, very proud of the people who've made it happen, and I thank you. Now, Anne-Marie.
Well, I'm honored to be a part of this group. This idea may have been Pat's and mine, but this couldn't have happened without Michelle and her crew. We brought in the physical therapists at the beginning to help with the actions that these events are designed to test, but Michelle and her crew just took off running with all of this, and it's just getting bigger and better every single year, and they are awesome, and I'm proud to be associated with them. Thank you.
I'm not accustomed to standing in front of you, so I want to thank you for recognizing this program, and more importantly, I wanted to thank the 2 of them for bringing it here. I'm very pro-employee. I've been with the city 30 years, walked directly out of Kendrick High School into the Government Center, been here ever since. This is a program that the employees enjoy. They look forward to it every year, and we've never had anything like this before, so I wanted to thank them for bringing the program to us.
Sir? Nothing? He declines. All right, well, thank you for your hard work. And this is the wonderful trophy. I forgot to present the last one in an appropriate way, but this is the APWA Award for Public Works Awareness, and it is the Diversity Exemplary Practices Award presented to the Columbus Consolidated Government Department of Public Works for workplace athletes. Thank you all for your ingenuity and for pushing this forward and what you do for our employees. Come around and, Pat, did you want?
Just to say that the next one will be in April, toward the end of April, and we will let you know, and you should really come around and watch. It is great fun.
Would love to. All right, give them a round of applause, folks. Here you go. Load you up with awards. Maybe I can give you this one. There you go.
Sorry.
All right,
There we
here
go.
we go.
Go ahead, Mayor.
All right. Scooch in.
Did I get everybody in there?
Let's get these, us 3.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Got it? You want to get it?
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Sir, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you again. Appreciate all your hard work.
You look cute, Mayor.
I bet. It's been a long day. All right, next we have Qua Cheryl Knight Pugh. We'd like to ask her to come forward, and Counselor Barnes has a special proclamation he'd like to present. And yes, if there's any employees or friends, please come forward.
Very proud of this young lady here. All family and friends, come forward, please. Because I know she didn't make the accomplishments without the support.
That is correct.
This young lady I'm very proud of. She's the one who is the manager up there at the Super Center, the Walmart. And she's done such a marvelous job. But what we are extremely appreciative of is that one of the things that she said initially is that she's so proud of the veteran population, the active duty military and the veteran population. And when you walk into a Walmart store, they have the Wall of Honor, and that's photographs of all the veterans. Not all of them, because you're going to have to get another wall.
Yes.
But that stands out, and I heard so many veterans that went into the store before I did, by the way, and really commented on that. And this military community is deeply appreciative of something like that, because it shows that the community as a whole, and Walmart in particular, thinks a lot of the veteran population. So it's my pleasure to read this proclamation. It reads thusly. It says, whereas Cheryl Knight Pugh was born in Mobile, Alabama, to Michelle Haston with her sister Brianne and her brother Anthony, where she graduated in 1997 from S.S. Murphy High School in Mobile, Alabama, and also attended the Walmart Leadership Excellence Program at Harvard Business in 2014 and is presently enrolled at Troy State University. And where she began her career at Walmart in 1998 as a cashier in Colorado Springs, Colorado, was promoted to customer service manager in 1999, to department manager of health and beauty aids in 2007, to assistant manager in 2008, to co-manager in 2011, and to store manager at the Buena Vista store. And in June 2016, she opened the new Walmart Supercenter on Victory Drive, where she was recently recognized by very recently recognized by the regional manager for maintaining a facility which is above normal store ratings in all of Market 16. And whereas Cheryl has been a supporter of the Columbus community, supporting many organizations that benefit our community and showing that Walmart is truly a community partner. And whereas she also is a supporter of our active military and our veteran community and has prominently displayed at the entrance to her store the Wall of Honor, which is a wall of photographs of our veterans. And whereas Cheryl is married to Rodney Pugh, and they have two children, daughter, forgive me if I pronounce it, Janiyah, and son Jamarius. Now therefore, the Honorable Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, Teresa Pike Tomlinson, does hereby proclaim Tuesday, November 17, 2017, as Cheryl Knight Pugh Day in the city of Columbus, Georgia.
All right. Ms. Pugh, please say a few words.
Come on now, Cheryl, come on. I see you walking around talking to the customers.
Right. All I can say is thank you. Thank you for recognizing the hard work that the veterans do for us. I am a ex-wife, well, actually, a wife of a veteran. My husband did serve his country very well, so that's why it's near and dear to my heart. So I do appreciate you for recognizing my store, our store, on the south side. We've been there now almost 2 years, and it has been nothing but a joyous ride. The community has been very supportive, and my other partners, DBI and Navy Federal Bank, they're here, and they also support us very well. So with the partnerships that we have, all I see is greatness coming from the south side. So thank you again.
Exactly right. That's exactly right. Councilor Woodson.
Anybody else have, oh, sorry.
Kushal, I just want to tell you personally, a lot of people weren't sure how Walmart would do in the South Side. And with your leadership and Lakeisha's and your team, it's very successful. You have proven so many people wrong. And all the things that your store does is remarkable. People just don't know how much that store does in this community. She even once dressed and got in jail with her partner, Ben, and in less than 2 hours raised $1,200 and continued to raise for Children's Network. She helped with the Tri-City for Puerto Rico, which was very successful. She helped with the Tri-City Latino Festival. She helped the school right behind her. Just about everything everyone has ever asked her. She tries her best, her team, and they do it with a smile, with a sense of pride, with a sense of joy. And I just personally, in behalf of the people of District 7, and myself and my family and the people I'm associated, we truly appreciate you. You are an angel to this community. You and your team and your running partner, Lakeisha. You don't stay behind now. Just want to make sure that we recognize you too. And, you know, keep it up. Your blessings come from above, and you're being blessed every day for being that silent hero that community really needed. Thank you.
Cochelle, congratulations to you. I tease you all the time. This is my Walmart store manager in District 3. And we've gone a long way together. But your husband, your children, say hello to your mother for me.
I will.
Keisha and your team, they understand where I'm coming from now. There have been a lot of long days and a lot of long nights to get to this day. And I just want to say publicly, you have weathered the storms that others don't know about except your team and your family. And you've done a marvelous job, marvelous job. In case you all don't know, she had the #1 store in Columbus on opening day. And her numbers have continued to do very well. And they're putting a little bit more pressure on her, which I don't think is fair, but as long as it continues to go well, we'll make it work. Congratulations to you again. Take care.
Who is the individual, who's the young lady that I worried to death? Young lady, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is your main posse member right here. Because I called her a number of times to get the information, and she always got back, and she corrected me on some things. The Murphy was right. That was right about the school, right?
Correct, yes.
Correct. And so all of you all. Who are you? Would you like to introduce? Yes.
I will.
Well, I'm Sandra. I actually recently retired from Walmart, 22 years. I'm actually a coworker. I used to be a coworker, but she is my friend and my sister. But I'm also a military veteran.
There we go.
And my husband is actually still active with 22 years.
There we go.
And we were ecstatic. I was actually a little nervous, but coming out of that gate and being able to go right to that store and just see the change from when we moved here to current, it has been wonderful. It is much thanks to her and actually to her whole store for just the attitude. I wanted to thank the mayor because I actually feel good to actually go to the Civic Center now. So just coming from the military standpoint is wonderful. And she's my sister. I love her.
How y'all doing? This is Mr. Pugh, my husband.
All right. Now you need to come up to the mic and say something. Come on.
How y'all doing? I just want to say, Mayor Thomason, Council, I want to thank y'all for recognizing my wife for this proclamation. The hard work that she's given to the community is well deserved. I love her, and I want her to keep doing what she's doing with this community. That's all I got to say.
Janiyah, my daughter. Jamarius, my son. Anaya, Jamarius' girlfriend.
All right.
Of course, a lot of you might know Greg Davis Jr. from DBI.
Miss Fanning. She is an essential part of my store. She is my personnel manager, so she helps with the hiring in my building, getting the quality associates that we need to make sure we're running, functioning correctly. This is a mother, distant mother for me. This is Lakeisha's mother.
Oh,
So
you got a good daughter.
She took care of me in the absence of my mom, being that she's 3.5 hours away in Mobile.
Oh, that's
They
sweet.
take very good care of me and
That's
my
sweet.
family. This is Jennifer. She is an associate at the store. She's been with me for 3 years now. She is one of my department managers in health and DPA, so she's an essential voice in the building. And of course, I can't do anything without this one. So Lakeisha is my right, left, two hands and all. So Lakeisha Caldwell, if you don't see me without her, something's wrong. I'm her assistant manager. So she is an assistant manager at the building also.
Because, Cheryl, you can tell a good leader by the individuals that work for you. And I've been in the store countless times, and all of them have nothing. When I can't find you, I say, "Where's the boss lady?" They start laughing there. So that you could tell the people. And isn't Anaya the dancer? Janaya is a dancer. I remember when you were supporting Summerfest, she was out there dancing.
Yes, sir.
She made me tired. She was
Yes,
moving
sir. She is a part of Face Fortune, so yes, this is the dancer.
That's what I wanted to piggyback on. For you all that don't know her mad skills as a mother, that's where we met. She was out with her daughter and her partner in a dance, I guess you won't program at the airport when we first met. And she was following her child around, trying to figure out how to promote her and what was going on. No talk of Walmart in the beginning. It was all about her child. So congratulations and keep dancing.
And Mayor Pro Tem.
Ms. Teal,
Yes, ma'am.
Pew and pew.
Yes,
I want
ma'am.
to say congratulations. You've weathered the storm. You've been able to go over those stumbling blocks that were placed in front of you. Hasn't been easy, but you did it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm proud to have the same last name.
Yes, Oh, I tell you, it was a long time coming. A lot of people didn't believe in that store, didn't understand the market, and then we got you, and we got lucky. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for proving those doubters wrong and showing them what the market is down there, because good things are following it. I know you see it every day.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
somebody had to get in there and produce those receipts and let the others see what money they were missing. I hate to be so crass about it, but that's just the truth of the matter, and that's what you've done. So thank you so much. Let's give her another round of applause, and please come around, let's shake your hand. Oh, another, okay. All right. Oh, you bet. Thank you for what you do.
How you doing, Mom?
Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, congratulations. Thank you for what you do, truly. Thank you so much. Yeah? Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey there. Thank you for your kind words. Hey there. So good to see you. Congratulations on such a fine daughter. Yeah. Great.
Yeah. It's always
Always good to see you. Tell your sister I said hey, and your mom and dad.
I'll send you all the pictures later.
All right, next we have several resolutions. We want to call back up Pat Beegler and her group, our Director of Public Works, for her personnel and organizing and presenting the Up and Motivated annual seminars. We have Counselor Barnes to read this resolution.
And Mayor, it's my pleasure to read this resolution. It says, whereas Pat Bigler, Director of Public Works, has organized the Up and Motivated seminar, which has been held annually for several years in Columbus, Georgia. And whereas legendary Georgia running back Herschel Walker was the keynote speaker at the seminar held on October 18, 2017 at the Ironworks Convention and Trade Center. And whereas the seminar has motivated employees of the Department of Public Works the consolidated government, and the Columbus community at large. And whereas this marks the 5th annual session of Up and Motivated, presented by the Department of Public Works. And whereas the dedication and accomplishments of Pat Bigler, Director of Public Works, and her personnel are worthy of special recognition by this council. Now therefore, the Council of Columbus, Georgia hereby resolves and recognizes and commends Pat Bigler, Director of Public Works, and her personnel for organizing and presenting the Up and Motivated annual seminars. Let a copy of this resolution be forwarded to Pat Bigler and the Department of Public Works, and I move for its adoption.
All those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
All right, Pat, it's approved. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Great. I have to say, with all respect and humility, it was a blessed day when I arrived in Columbus, Georgia. And I mean that most sincerely. It's a beautiful city. It offers a lot of amenities. I have management that has allowed me to take some of my wild ideas and make them a reality. And even more important, I have staff who haven't actually laughed me out of a room when I came up with another new idea. I'm sure they moaned and groaned a lot, but they have supported me in with hard work and in very creative ways. Up and Motivated started at the Civic Center the first 4 years, and literally the only cost for putting on a full-day training conference for field employees was the cost of meals, breakfast and lunch. And that has really and truly helped us identify folks who have that spark, who have capabilities, and who need to be encouraged and motivated to make more of themselves. And we've seen a lot of successes come out of that program. So I am very, very proud to have accomplished that, but I'm also extremely proud of the people who work for me, who have helped make it come together in such a professional way. We were really blessed to have Herschel Walker this year, and he was amazing. But I hope that, we're not going to go back to that big a name next year, but we will continue to do this because it is so important for those young people who are coming up to have the opportunity to attend a training conference, to look at themselves and find ways to improve themselves, and to recognize that they have leadership skills and they have other skills, and that if they go back to college, if they put some work in, they can have a better future with the city than simply staying on a piece of equipment for their entire lives. And we have seen some really talented people rise out of that. So I thank you for the opportunity, and I thank you for the recognition.
Thank you, Pat, so much. And we've got one more for you. If you'll stay up there, Pops Barnes is going to present yet another resolution, and we've got, I'm sure, some folks that want to come forward. Nick Kelly, I think. Let's see here. Is it Hay Clay?
High is with the mission continues, and he
James,
couldn't make it
is
this
it
evening.
Mang? Okay, yes, Pops.
Pat, from the military community, we really appreciate, first of all, you even thinking, I talked to a number of veterans, said, you want to know something, we never thought about this here. We just never, it's just something that never really crossed our minds. So for you to think that there were many veterans who were indigent, but still needed to be accorded or afforded the same honors as all of us military in death, to me is just, from all of us, it's just phenomenal. We really deeply appreciate that. And so it is my great pleasure to read this. It says, whereas Pat Bigler, Director of Public Works, has organized the construction of a columbarium for fallen veterans at historic Riverdale Cemetery, with a dedication to be held on November 10, 2017 at 11 a.m. And whereas the project also includes a memorial walkway and garden and should add 700 spaces for the cremains of veterans in Columbus. And whereas volunteers from the Mission Continues have also been instrumental in completion of this project. Whereas Ms. Bigler, the daughter of a World War II B-17 gunner, began working on the project to replace the columbarium at Porterdale Cemetery about 2 years ago. Whereas this has been the first joint project for Public Works and the first platoon of the Mission Continues, according to its leader, Hy M. Clay. And whereas engraved pavers will also be available for $75 to help cover the cost of maintenance for the project going forward. Whereas the coordinated efforts of Pat Bigler, Director of Public Works, her personnel, especially James Mang Jr. and Nick Kelly, Hy M. Clay, and the volunteers of the 1st Platoon of the Mission Continues are worthy of special recognition by this council. Now, therefore, the Council of Columbus, Georgia hereby resolves, we hereby recognize and commend Pat Bigler, the Director of Public Works, her personnel, especially James Mang Jr. and Nick Kelly, Hy M. Clay, and the volunteers of the 1st Platoon of the Mission Continues for their outstanding work in the construction of a columbarium for fallen veterans at the historic Riverdale Cemetery. Let a copy of this resolution be forwarded to each of the above-named participants, and I move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
All right, it passes. Congratulations. Pat, do you want to say a few words about this program?
I would like to, at each of your places, I have left a copy of the program for Friday morning. If you have not been out to Riverdale yet, please do so, even if you can't make it. It is an absolutely wonderful place. We started out with just the idea of a simple building, and it grew and grew. These two actually built it and designed it as they went, and did an incredibly fabulous job. It is beautiful, and the location is so peaceful and so reverential. I find it to be just absolutely marvelous. The ceremony, the dedication will be on Friday at 11 a.m., and I do hope you can join us. We do have, would you get the papers from right there? We are selling our pavers with engraving in them. I had one made for my father, which is already in the walkway next to the World War II. We actually have stones identifying all the conflicts the U.S. has been in. So my father's is right next to the World War II plate in the ground. But this, like something like this, with whatever words you want on it, will be placed in the walkway in your location of choice if you wish. So you want to just pass that around or take it with you when you go. And I hope that you'll join us. I think it is long overdue.
Yes.
This is very near and dear to my heart. I think it is to many people here in Fort Benning. And I really appreciate this recognition and a chance to talk about this. Public Works has a very large number of veterans who work in Public Works. And the number of people who've come forward to help have been amazing. So, you know, we've got hidden heroes there in Public Works who are taking care of forgotten heroes who are indigent. And
Right.
probably that way because of their service and because of the difficult time they had during that service. So I hope you come out and join us in recognizing them.
Pat, thank you so much for seeing a need
Yes.
and stepping in with all these great volunteers to fill that need. It's going to be an amazing day on Friday, and we thank you all for giving us the opportunity to honor those that have served this country in such a respectable way.
Thank you.
So would you gentlemen like to say anything?
Yes, ma'am. My name is James Mang. I'd like to thank Pat Bigler for the opportunity to do this. I would like to thank all the Public Works divisions for coming forward and helping. Anytime I called, they were there. I'd like to thank my wife for patience and understanding, because there were a lot of long nights where we talked back and forth about different things that we had to do. And I would like to thank Nick Kelly. He saw what I had in my head, what I drew for him, and he carries that picture in his pocket, because that was his plans. We had no written plans. All we had was a dream of what we wanted, and it came out better than what we could imagine.
Wow, isn't that great? And I want to point out, we've got some folks in the back two gentlemen back there who are selling these pavers, $75 a piece, so don't leave without cutting a check. And they got some samples back there that you can take a look at. And for those who are watching on TV, why don't you just call 311 and they'll get you to the right place. How about that? Is there anything online, Pat, where they can buy them online, or they just need to call 311?
Not yet, but we'll be.
Okay. Well, you just call 311, we'll get you the right place so you can contribute to that.
Excellent.
All right.
Ask if there's a deadline.
Is there a deadline to get them in?
No.
No.
We'll be
Okay.
selling them for as long as there are
Great.
places available.
Great, wonderful. Well, let's congratulate them all again, and to please come around and let us take your hand.
And Mayor, if I might say, the brick sales will go towards helping to fund the project.
Yes, yes, I'm sorry I didn't make that clear. Thank you. Congratulations, we're giving you a workout tonight. All right.
Thank you.
18 characters per line, including breakdowns.
I think the paper is good.
Thank you. Yeah, if you can get me, have Pat get me a picture of that, we'll put it on Facebook tomorrow, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we've got a few more proclamations we're going to have the Mayor Pro Tem read. Excuse me, they're not proclamations, they're resolutions for service on community boards, on city boards. Oh, my goodness gracious. We got one more, the most patient people in the House. We want to have Greg Camp come forward. We've got a resolution committing and congratulating the National Infantry Museum Foundation. Again, you all have been so incredibly patient. This is for enhancing the state's efforts to promote tourism and economic development. And upon receiving the 2017 Governor's Award for the Arts and Humanities. Greg, thank you so much for what you do, and the Mayor Pro Tem is going to present the resolution.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Whereas Georgia Humanities, in partnership with the Office of the Governor and the Georgia Council for the Arts, sponsors the annual Governor's Award for the Arts and Humanities. Whereas these awards recognize and honor individuals and organizations that have made outstanding contributions to the civic or cultural vitality of the state. Whereas these awards were given by Georgia Governor Nathan Deal and his wife Sandra during a ceremony in the State House on October the 3rd, 2017. Whereas the National Infantry Museum Foundation is one of only 12 proud recipients of the 2017 Governor's Award for the Arts and Humanities. That's one of only 12. Whereas Foundation President Colonel Retired Greg Camp received the award on behalf of the National Infantry Museum and its foundation. And whereas the accomplishments of the National Infantry Museum Foundation are worthy of special recognition by this council. Now therefore, the Council of Columbus, Georgia hereby resolves, we hereby recognize and commend the National Infantry Museum Foundation for enhancing the state's efforts to promote tourism and economic development, and upon receiving the 2017 Governor's Award for the Arts and Humanities. And we will give you a copy of this. We'll give you this resolution. Now move for its adoption.
Second.
All those in favor, please state aye. All right. Congratulations. After all this time, Greg, my goodness, you're going to be able to say a few words.
Well, thank you, Mayor Thompson, and thank the members of the council for this resolution. More importantly, we just want to thank the city of Columbus for its vision to create this National Infantry Museum. You know, many of the awards that have preceded us this evening have focused on the fact that this community is very, very veteran-centric. And we have said many, many times that the National Infantry Museum and Soldier Center, which, as the mayor knows because she helped us celebrate, is the best free museum in America, and recently was named one of the 12 must-see military museums in the world. It's no accident that it happens to be here in Columbus, Georgia. It was the great people of Columbus, Georgia, who had the vision for it and who supported it and who created it. And you've seen a lot of that, because Cheryl and Lakeisha, just last week or 2 weeks ago, we had a tremendous dedication of new Global War on Terrorism Memorial, and we needed about 1,000 bottles of water for the Patriot Guards who were coming to help us celebrate that, and they stepped forward and said, absolutely, here it is. I brought with me my sidekick. This is Colonel Andy Redmond. Andy is actually a Columbus boy, graduated from Columbus High School, and then went off and spent 30 years in the Air Force, and he's come back and joined us at the foundation. And Andy was actually the engineer of our most recent dedication of Global War on Terrorism. But he, as well as all the rest of the team members there at the foundation and on the Army staff, we just feel blessed to be able to go to work every day and take care of that legacy of valor and sacrifice which this great community has created. So thank you very much for that resolution.
Thank you. Sir, would you like to say anything? All right.
Mayor?
Oh, yes.
If I may, Greg mentioned the Global War on Terrorism dedication. If you have not seen this, you need to go out and see this dedication, this commemoration of all of those that we have lost since 9/11. That is worthy of anything that's on any of the mall in Washington, D.C. It's a tremendous, tremendous activity, and Andy was one of the ones who, as Greg said, was responsible for putting that together. The other thing that I would want to mention is that on Saturday, Veterans Day at 10 a.m., there will be a dedication, a gifting, if you will, of the Vietnam Wall. You know, we have the replica there at the Infantry Museum, and at 10 o'clock there will be a ceremony for the gifting of that to the Infantry Museum. This is a treasure in our community that, thanks to Greg and those that went before him, and to Andy and all of the staff and the wonderful volunteers that we have at the Infantry Museum. Don't miss it. That entire, well, the Global War on Terrorism is right across from the Vietnam War wall, and so please take full advantage of that. And as Greg said, I asked Pat and her folks if they would stay while we were recognizing Greg, because I think what they have done at Porterdale and what you guys are doing at the Infantry Museum just blend together beautifully. And we, as a community, want to thank you again and again and again, both of you, for what you are doing for veterans in our community. Riverdale, I'm sorry, Riverdale. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Thomas.
Anything further? All right. Well, come on
Thank you.
around and let
Thank
us
you.
shake your hand. Thank you, Greg, and thanks for your patience this evening. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your patience. All right, next we have our Mayor Pro Tem. She's going to read the board resolutions for those who have participated and served on our local boards. Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mayor. Expression of appreciation to Ms. Kathy McCarley for her service on the Animal Control Advisory Board. Mr. John Bark III for his service on the Animal Control Advisory Board. Mr. Bobby Earl Ledford for his service on the Columbus Aquatics Commission. Mr. Robert Nobles for his service on the Columbus Ironworks Convention and Trade Center Authority. Mr. Jonathan Davis for his service on the Community Development Advisory Council, Mr. Teddy Reese, Community Development Advisory Council, Mr. Nathan Rogers, Keep Columbus Beautiful Commission, Ms. Sarah Tinsley, Keep Columbus Beautiful Commission, Ms. Rebecca Becker Cunningham for her service on Keep Columbus Beautiful Commission, and Mr. Willie Barfield Jr. for his service on the Public Safety Advisory Council. I move for adoption.
All right, all those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
All right, and we will make sure those are delivered to the individuals who have so faithfully served. We're very appreciative for their service. And with that, we conclude our proclamation resolution session. Pops?
Just want to remind our viewing audience that on Friday, the 10th, at 7 o'clock at the St. Luke Ministry Center is the second annual Chattahoochee Valley Veterans Banquet. On that following Saturday, 11th at 10 a.m. is the 9th annual Veterans Day Parade. Doesn't seem like it's going by quickly. And right after the Veterans Day Parade, we're going to have the Chattahoochee Valley Veterans Rally. It's going to start about 1 o'clock. It's free food till the food runs out, and water. But we're going to have 4 church choirs. And we're having it because there's an erosion of a lot of the veterans' benefits. It's becoming more difficult. I know that as you read in the paper how difficult veterans have to jump through hoops to get some of the benefits they rightly deserve. Here in our community, there's a huge veteran population. But a lot of people will say that they support veterans, but then when it comes to the show and tell, it doesn't happen. So we're having all of our veterans together to let the veterans know just what a potent force we are as a group. And we're like sleeping giants. Veterans earn the benefits. There's 2 leaving out right now. We didn't ask for anything except to serve this country. And a lot of individuals seem to forget that. And so I'm asking all the elected officials to show up for the Veterans Rally. It's free. The Veterans Parade is the 9th. I've had very few individuals show up for the Veterans Day Parade. I know the mayor shows up. To show up for the parade, to show support for the veterans, because veterans recognize those types of things. And so the Veterans Parade, the Veterans Banquet is Friday, the 10th, at 7 p.m. at St. Luke Ministry Center. Veterans Day Parade starts at 10 on Saturday, and the Veterans Rally is at 1 p.m. at the Phoenix City Amphitheater.
All right, thank you, Pops, and we look forward to it. I think if that's it, I'll entertain a motion to
Madam Mayor, just quickly, just want to announce to those watching by television that the Columbus Consolidated Government offices will be closed on Friday in celebration of Veterans Day. If your garbage is normally picked up on Friday, it will not get picked up Friday, November 10th. We will be collecting your garbage tomorrow morning, Wednesday, November 8th. And so please, if your garbage is normally collected on Friday, your garbage collection day has been changed. It will get picked up tomorrow morning, Wednesday, November 8th. No garbage collection on Friday, November 10th. We did a code red on yesterday that went to all of the households in Muskogee County announcing there will be no garbage collection on Friday, November 10th. It will be collected on Wednesday, November 9th.
And you did a very good job, too, by the way.
Yeah.
To get that word out.
Thank you.
All right. Mayor Pro Tem, do you have anything? All right. Well, if that concludes it, then I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? All those in favor, please state aye. All right, we are adjourned, and we'll see you next week for a business meeting. Thank you all.